Hey guys, I'm Andrea and welcome to episode 5 of Careers Are Weird. Let's just jump right in because I've been asking people what their summer plans are and I'm getting way too many confused faces in response. Guys, do not let them scam you into rebranding summer as just finishing Q2 strong and getting a running start to Q3. June, July, and August are summer months, not Q2, not Q3, it's summer. Like, just wow. Guys, careers are so weird because we spend the first 21, 22 years of our life with holidays. Like, let's generalize and say 18 years of preschool up to high school plus 3 or 4 years of uni. That's basically 22 years of summer being a real and normal thing. How are we expected to go from 22 years of June, July, and August being a slowdown period, a fun period, into suddenly it just not being that? Because for me, it's so bizarre. I can't be expected to unlearn the first 22 years of my life. Like, no way. Mentally and emotionally, it's summer, but physically, I'm in the office. Make it make sense. So, how do we combat this? Simplest answer, take time off. I'm a huge advocate for using all your PTO or annual leave or whatever you want to call it. Use your sick days, whether that's for physical health or mental health, use your sick days. And look, I know there's people who argue otherwise, but hear me out. If I come to work with a cold and flu, that's not good for anybody. If I come to work on the verge of a breakdown, that's probably worse for anybody else. So take your sick days. You don't have to justify them. If you're unwell, whether that's physically, mentally, or emotionally. Now, look, simple answers don't always work. And if you can't take a massive chunk of time off, like a good 2, 3 week holiday, then you need to start looking at how to build summer into your corporate life. Disclaimer to all of this, all of you work at different places and have policies for time off. So based on your policies, just consider this. Take Fridays off. If you don't have that many leave days left, put half day leave request in. Like, oh my gosh, if you can take half day leave on Fridays, get out of the office by 12 o'clock, do it. No one has ever regretted an early Friday. We all mentally check out after lunch on a Friday anyway, so you might as well just not even be there after that. Take some remote days, take some half day leaves. Now, for my remote days and my flexi work and hybrid friends, be remote, but if you're remote, try to be remote somewhere that feels like summer. Try your best because this is something I'm guilty of and I'm going to work on this summer. But if I take a remote day, I tend to just work from home and I need to not be doing that. I need to be working remote from somewhere that feels more like summer, getting outside, getting some sun. Maybe not the Dubai sun because it's like unbearably hot, but that's just definitely something to do. And this is why I'm really loving doing this podcast because it's making me reflect on things and call myself out because every remote day I've taken in the last 8, 9 months have been work from home when realistically I could have gone to a cute cafe somewhere looking at water. So that's definitely something I need to work on. Now, I can say all of this, and a lot of you could be listening and just rolling your eyes, or you just moved on to the next thing because I live in a make-believe world of taking time off. I guess I do because I saw this post on Instagram and it said, requesting PTA at work is so embarrassing, like, hi boss, permission to enjoy my life for 3 days. And I thought it was a meme, but then I got into the comments and people were genuinely freaking out over this. And I'm just like, question mark, question mark, question mark. Like, why are careers so weird? Why does it feel so embarrassing to ask for time off? Like, no, and you don't need to justify why. If you've got an HR system or whatever and you put time off and that's that. It's time off. It's none of anyone's business. If you have remote days, no one needs to ask where you're working from. If you have you have a remote policy. It's not a work from home policy. It's wearable, really. Now, I appreciate that a lot of people have toxic bosses, and I definitely do not. I work with cool, understanding leadership who they also value taking time off themselves and they know what burnout is, and I'm super fortunate for that. And if taking time off or even asking to take time off gives you anxiety, let's seriously consider actively looking to change your environment. So, number one, I've said so far is take a chunk of time off. Number 2 is sprinkle bits of time off or remote days here or there to shorten some of the weeks during the summer. Number 3 is going to be being intentional about your summer. And what I mean by that is careers are weird because we work through the summer, which is bizarre because we all grew up not working through the summer. But now we have responsibilities and we're independent. So the best thing we can do if we haven't taken the time off or simply can't afford to take the time off, because flight prices, summer is expensive. We're young and a lot of us are broke because this economy it isn't economy like it did when our parents were our age. The next best thing we can do is put some summer vibes into our routines. Like, you can't just be in the office 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and spend your whole summer like that. You've got to build activities into it. Like, do your absolute best to be intentional about putting yourself first, because you can't let another summer pass you by. So my dad says this, and I hate it because it's irritating because he's older. What is he? 56, right? And he talks about he's only got 20 good summers left of travel. But then if I'm 27 and my lifespan's, let's say, 90, that's only 60 summers to go. 60 summers sounds like nothing, and we can't be wasting them away. And I know it sounds morbid to some people, and oh my God, it sounds morbid to me when my dad says it. It's like, dude, can you stop? But also, summers are such a valid unit of time measurement. This is one of my very few summers that I can do things. I'm young, I'm healthy, I can do things besides climb the corporate ladder. Because up to our jobs, we'd all just be in the office working all the time. But we've got to be the ones to block the time off and also make a summer within work. We're tired. I get that. A lot of us are really, really tired. But we've got to make the conscious decision to make plans after work in the summer. Otherwise, the days just go by so fast and the summer slips away and suddenly it's September, October, it's Q4, and it's the last big push to hit annual targets. And when I say make plans, I do not mean company happy hour, literally abort mission and do anything else. I just mean you got to do all the fun summer activities. I feel like I want to go to summer camp, but I'm 27, I'm not going to enroll in a full summer camp. But what's at summer camp? It's one big sleepover where you wake up and then you go swimming and go play some sport. Guys, extracurricular the shit out of your summers, guys. Go see your friends. Take a random Wednesday off if you need to. Do activities. If you can't travel, and listen, travel is expensive. I know. You gotta carve out time to do these things because it's bizarre that we spend all of our lives so far basically telling us, hey, it's summer, time to have fun and take a break. And now we suddenly join the working world and it's like, no. We work till we die. Summer? What do you mean? This is Q3. So, next steps from this episode. Go open your calendars, go to your HR portals, go start putting in requests. Be reasonable and read your corporate leave policy guidelines. Don't go put in 5 days off starting tomorrow. Give the required minimum notice, but just start taking the time off. You're never, ever going to look back on your career and wish you didn't take that random Friday in July off. So that's a wrap. Go action your next steps. My next steps are to get recording. I've got loads of guests coming on for the summer, which I'm super excited about. So get ready for some longer episodes when the interviews start. So many of you are doing the coolest things ever for work, and I cannot wait to talk to you all about it and just bring it to the podcast. I really appreciate you guys listening. Please follow or subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. I'll post new episodes every Wednesday. So till then, stay weird and stay ambitious, my friends.